Today, I'm going to tell you how to pick a right diamond because I think a lot of people that come into jewelry stores, they don't usually know what to look for. So today I'm going to tell you what to look for in terms of picking out a diamond. When you walk into a jewelry store, you're usually overwhelmed with the selection of merchandise, but you have to know how to pick the right diamond for yourself. The most important characteristics are the 3 C's, as they call them, which is clarity, color, and carat. Carat is not really important. Carat determines the size of the diamond, but the characteristics that are most important is color and clarity. To determine the top color, it actually goes by a letter grade. So the color starts at D. DEF is the colorless range, and then from F it goes GHIJ, which is the near colorless range. So if you want to pick out a good diamond, it's good to stay in the DEF range, which is the colorless range. And another category is the clarity, and the clarity starts at flawless, which is the very highest. Then from flawless you have VVS1 and VVS2, and so on. But if you want a really good diamond, the best diamond would be a D flawless diamond.
When you're purchasing a diamond, it's very important to take a look at the actual diamond through a loupe. The loupe is able to magnify any inclusions in the diamond. It's very important to take a look and to see if you can see the flaws in the diamond. Most diamonds will have flaws, but a good jeweler will be able to set the diamond so that the view of the flaw is not that obvious. A lot of the time, the jeweler sets the diamond so that the inclusion is underneath one of the sides or at the bottom, so it's not directly in the middle. The sign of a good diamond is one that has as few inclusions as possible and is cut very well.
Most of our diamonds do come with certification, especially if it's a large size diamond, so the certificate will tell you exactly what clarity and color and cut you are buying, which is important if you ever want to insure your jewelry. It does have the replacement value, so if something does get lost or stolen, the insurance company will pay you. That's mainly the main reason why people require a certificate, is so they can insure their jewelry and to know what they're buying. In our store we carry the Canadian diamond selection, which it's got slightly different characteristics, the way it's faceted or the way it's cut. It has 100 facets as opposed to the traditional 58. It has its mined, cut and polished in the Northwest Territories. It has slightly better quality in terms of compared to our regular selection, so the quality will be in the SI range as opposed to the I range that most of our other diamonds come in. And we have a great selection of those, so we're pretty proud of our selection. A lot of customers ask about how we are in terms of selling of blood diamonds and whatnot, but we reassure all customers that our company as a whole, Zales, they try very hard not to deal with the suppliers that would potentially carry blood diamonds, so we reassure our customers that our company takes all precautions to not carry any kind of blood diamonds in our selection, in our stores. To take care of your diamonds, it's very simple. You just need a jewelry cleaning solution every once in a while because the diamond loves dirt and oil. So a lot of times it will get foggy, but if you clean it with a jewelry solution, preferably something that's got ammonia in it, you should be fine. And the diamond is the hardest substance on earth, so nothing will usually scratch it. But just make sure not to keep it close to other diamonds because a diamond will scratch another diamond, so be careful in terms of that. But other than that, just clean it every once in a while and it'll be shiny forever.
When people come to purchase engagement rings, they tend to buy diamond rings, which are symbols of everlasting, ever-strong love. And diamonds are a constant reminder that love is the foundation of all that we do, and that diamonds last forever, just like true love does.
Ah, I hate this game.
Think you could do better? Come study game design at the Center for Creative Communications.
After watching that video, I feel a lot more confident walking into a jewelry store.
So you're telling me you haven't bought any girls' diamonds in your past?
The most is maybe those like rocket candy necklaces or maybe some of those lollipop rings.
That's not going to cut it. At least not for high-class girls.
I don't know.
That's sad, Colin. That's sad. Okay, so coming up, we take a look at an organization that is finding ways to help with the Haiti relief effort. After that, stay tuned for a performance by Keaton Evans.
But first, let's take a look at Canada's state-of-the-art dedicated basketball facility, which is located at Downsview Park.
Bring your game. 3 simple words. The slogan to Hoop Dome. I'm your host for this segment, Carl Pink. Stay tuned, because it's about to get real. Real ballin'. Real ballin'. Currently, Downsview Park's most regular attraction is the Hangar, an indoor recreational facility. It accommodates about 400,000 visitors per year to its soccer and volleyball facilities alone. You name it, you can play here at the Hangar. But we're talking about Hoop Dome. Inside, Hoop Dome spans over 42,000 square feet and is a state-of-the-art multi-gymnasium basketball facility. Open for biz since March 30th, 2007, Hoop Dome addresses the growing demand for basketball in Toronto. Young or old, professional or novice, they got a league for you. Did I mention Hoop Dome operates 365 days a year? Once I got there, I hope to speak to a couple players and maybe get the president of Hoop Dome, Ted Badman. Wish me luck.
The passion that I had ever since a teenager was basketball. I had played high school basketball. I was a pretty good basketball player, and then got into coaching right out of high school. In 1987, I started coaching. Fell in love with the game, and I used to take teams down to the United States. And at the time I started coaching, basketball was played at a pretty minor level, but it has grown in the club environment here in Toronto, yes, and then the associated men's leagues. And the one thing that I kept coming back to was that there was just a need for facilities. There's a photo of me on the wall. That's 1994. Oh, 15 years ago. Look at me, 35 pounds lighter. 2003, we wanted to build this. First thing I had to do was put together a business plan and come to the conclusion that there was a lot of money involved. Started reaching out to the private sector, was told no many times. One of the very best values of basketball is the ability to take no and just keep moving forward and not taking no for an answer, finding yes when there's no's. We have a couple of named public figures as private partners in the facility. One was who's very influential in the building of Hoop Dome. It's Glenn Grunwald, or is Glenn Grunwald, who at the time that we started was the general manager of the Toronto Raptors.
I had to get personal. I asked him what he takes home at the end of the day.
If you only accomplish one task in helping one kid find the right way, it's been a success. So, you know, a lot of these kids come from bad environments and are exposed to negative influences, be it drugs, gang violence. But if they can use basketball and sport in general to find guidance and success through the classroom, that they can, you know, make their foray into their next steps of life and be a big success. And I think basketball and hopefully Hoop Dome could keep kids off the street. And if that means, you know, coming to play basketball instead of hanging on a corner, then we got an opportunity to be successful. That's our goal, at least.
Great. Just need to hear from a couple players now.
I actually moved to Toronto about 1.5 years ago. Had nowhere really to play. Googled basketball, found Hoop Dome. And Ted Badner, the guy in charge here, set me up, put me on an individual team, and since then found a bunch of guys, and now we put a team in every year. Well, I'd say stress relief more than anything else. You gotta go somewhere and not think about work, not think about your wife, not think about payments on this or payments on that. Just play a game of basketball for an hour every week is good. I would definitely recommend Hoop Dome. It's a well-run league, and refs are quite good as well, actually. And overall, it's a nice, safe place to play, and it's good quality basketball.
By day, I work at a bank. By night, play ball. That's pretty much it, man.